Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this week's video, we're going to be talking all things winter trends for 2025. These are trends that I have just seen everywhere. I've seen on the streets, I've seen all over social media. Some trends I like, some trends I don't like. But yes, so let's just quickly get into it. So as normal, I've made some notes, I've done some research, and yeah, so let's start with like overarching themes. So just big, really big themes, and then we can get into like specifics. So the first one I want to talk about is I'm going to call romantic lace. So this is using lace tops or dresses or skirts or anything lace in a romantic, effortless way. And what I really like about this trend is it's a really easy trend that blends the masculine and the feminine together, which I really like. So I think the lace adds that feminine soft touch, but when you pair it with a suit or a blazer, it adds that masculine energy. And I think this is just such a, I don't know. I look at the trend and I look at, inspiration, and it just seems warm. It seems soft. It seems inviting. And so I think it's really good for the winter seasons. I think it might be a trend that we see as well carrying on into spring, summer, because the lace is quite light. So at first when I saw this, I was like, I don't know how sustainable it will be, because obviously in winter it's cold. I think I'm proven wrong. I think it just looks so beautiful, so effortless, so put together. So yeah, that is the trend, the first trend that I want to talk about. And I think it can be done in a very different ways. I think you can do like a whole monochrome look, or you can play with colors. And I think it is a really good trend to express your feminine side or get in touch with the feminine side, because yeah, lace is just a beautiful fabric to wear. The next accessory that I want to talk about is brown. I'm calling this brown. I think we've seen a lot of interest in the color brown this year, but specifically this winter season, brown is everywhere. Brown is in every fabric, in every shade, from a leather brown skirt to a suede brown trench coat, everything in between. Brown is here to stay, and it's gorgeous. I love the color brown personally. I get it from my mom. My mom, ever since I was a kid, I've always remembered my mom wearing brown. Brown is her favorite color. Brown for her is black. Like, she doesn't wear black, she wears brown. So yeah, I've always grown up watching my mom wear brown clothes. So I really like it. I think the fact that you can wear it in any way, it could be brown ballet flats to a brown trench coat to a brown leather jacket to a brown bag to like anything in between. And I think it's a really easy color, and I think it's a very flattering color for a lot of people. But yeah, I love it. I'm very happy about it. So the next one I want to talk about, which I'm calling the Ralph Lauren aesthetic, because no one does Christmas better like than Ralph Lauren. I mean, it's just, yeah. Maybe Burberry, maybe. So yeah, I'm calling it the Ralph Lauren aesthetic, but maybe like a little bit more country farm estate. Um, and Ralph Lauren blends the aristocratic English countryside with the American Western life in such a seamless way that it's it honestly blows my mind. So yeah, under that aesthetic, I think we're gonna have, the riding boots and blazers and barn jackets, and and like Wellington boots and riding boots, and it's very more like countryside, English countryside, so yeah, think like plaid and checkers and raining boots and riding boots and barn jackets, and yeah, and like barber jackets are everywhere. And within that, I want to say the plaid, because I think we're seeing a lot of plaid, the plaid in shirts as an extra layer, but a plaid detailing on the cuff of a trench coat. So I think that feeds into the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. But yeah, and Wellington boots and everything. Kind of ish similar from that, I would say, based on like the Wellington boots and the riding boots. I'm going to say UGG. And now I know that UGG is not new. It's not surprising for winter. But I will say this. I have seen an uptake in the tall, long UGG boots, whereas in the past few years, we've had the short platform boots inspired by Bella Hadid. And so I've seen a little bit of a shift towards the longer UGG boot, which I think ties into the Wellington boots and the riding boots. And what I'm seeing is people wearing them like their joggers tucked in or their jeans tucked in, whatever they're wearing them, the Uggs with. And it looks like a riding boot and it looks like a Wellington boot. So that's why personally I would categorize that within the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. But obviously it doesn't look Ralph Lauren aesthetic, if you get what I mean. But in the sense of like tall, long-ish boots with like trousers tucked in, I see the comparison, and I see the correlation. I don't know how I feel about it. I think this trend solidifies the fact that 2025 really is 2015 with a facelift, because I think that's the last time I had long, tall UGG boots. I'm going to check my cupboard now, actually, to see if I do have them, because I feel like maybe I didn't throw them away, but I probably did. I had like 3 pairs of long Uggs. And so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years, we're going to be like, what the fuck were we wearing? And like, what the fuck were we thinking? But I don't know. I kind of like them. Personally, though, I love an UGG. I love an UGG slipper. I have UGG loafers. Like, I ordered some UGG loafers. But for me, I don't like UGG. And no, I refrain. For me, my biggest pet peeve in winter fashion is when someone wears a long puffy coat and UGG boots. It's like, and you're in central London. Or when a girl is wearing like UGG boots and a mini skirt. It's like, to me, like, and which is crazy because UGG like started in Australia and was like huge in LA, which is like crazy because that's where like the surfer, like, it doesn't make sense. But UGG for me is like winter, it's cold, it's, snow boots kind of thing. And so it seems odd to me, and I hate the look. I hate the look of a long trench coat or the worst is a long puffer coat. But like trench coat's pretty bad. Is the long trench coat or a long puffer coat with your UGG boots. I think you look fucking ridiculous. But again, that's my opinion. Fashion's expressive, and if you feel like you're expressing yourself fully by wearing a puffer coat and UGG boots, then that's on you. That's my opinion. I mean, again, yeah, that's my opinion, but I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Like, oh my god. No. But yeah, so going back on that, there's like a lot of barn jackets, and similar to the barn jackets and the Ralph Lauren jackets is, the draping. And I think we've seen a lot more of draping or high collars, and we've seen a lot of the jackets with like that scarf like built into it. And so, yeah, and so that I would then kind of say comes out of that is like capes and shawls and ponchos. So yeah, I've seen a lot of that. I've seen a lot of interest in that, and I really like it. I think it's a really cool trend. I think you could be wearing whatever you want underneath. You could, be wearing like tracks and a hoodie and wearing a poncho or draping a scarf over you. Kind of just instantly elevates the outfit. And I think this is also a good trend to elevate your look and elevate the outfit, because I think it's quite a niche thing to be wearing a cape or a shawl. in my opinion. So I think it already instantly just makes you look of a higher class, you know? Um, yeah, I think it just elevates the outfit and just it makes you look put together, even when you don't. I mean, I, for example, have a Primark scarf that I got over 10 years ago because I would wear it in high school. And I still have it, but it's like quite thick and it's a bit ratty and a bit gross. I'm not going to lie to you, but it still looks good in pictures and it still looks good. But if you like saw it up close, it's a bit gross, I will admit. But nevertheless, I was wearing like tracks and a black hoodie, and I threw this like black scarf over me, but like as a shawl, and it like instantly just elevated the outfit. Not only that, I got complimented on that outfit, and I was literally wearing tracks, a hoodie, and a scarf from Primark that was over 10 years old, and I'm getting complimented. So yeah, so for me, the trend just makes any outfit instantly elevated. And I think it could be a really, I don't know, a fun way. It could be, again, a monochrome look, or you could play with colors and you could do all black and then the pop of the color is in the scarf or the shawl or the poncho. And it makes it interesting. It makes it dynamic. It makes it fun. So another trend that I want to talk about as well is tights, colored tights. So I think we've seen them quite a bit. I think a little bit in summer, the really, really cool girls would wear them. But I've seen a lot of like colored tights kind of spike up during the last couple of weeks, I think. Again, it's a very cool way to just be cool and fun and expressive and quirky. You know, you could have an all black outfit with a pop of lime green tights and it just looks so cool. It just looks so chic and fun and playful. I don't know if I would be buying them. I would like to hop on the trend, but I also think like because it's trending, colorful tights are more expensive than what they were a couple of months ago, and I can't justify spending like 20 quid on tights because realistically I'm gonna get a ladder in the tights within the first like 3 wears, so I can't justify that. But I do like the idea and I do like the trend. The one trend that I will get into maybe is the lace tights. So similar to the colorful tights, we're seeing a lot more lace, burgundy tights, lace tights, burgundy lace tights. So I think that is fun. While I think the colorful tights are fun and quirky, I think the lace tights are a bit more sexy, a bit more erotic. So again, it kind of depends on what the vibe is. But yeah, I think it's a very easy trend to hop into. And it's another fun, expressive trend to kind of get your vibe across, you know? Another trend is the kitten heel boots. So, which I really like them. I think obviously the slower the heel, the easier to walk in. But seeing a lot of kitten heel boots, which I think is really fun and playful. Again, similar to the Ugg boot and the rain boot of like tucking the trousers in. A lot of boots have that like slouchy look to it. So again, an easy way to elevate an outfit. I'm all for heeled boots. If you watch my videos, if you know me, I have a favorite pair of ASOS boots that I wear every day. I think I've worn them every week since I've purchased them. There's no question about it. I love them. I wear them with skirts. I wear them with jeans. I wear them with tracksuits. I wear them tucked into my jeans. I wear them tucked out of my jeans. I love it. So I am all for a boot. I love boots. I have quite a few boots, but I love it. I think it's, again, a very fun, it's just a cool girl shoe. That's my opinion. You know, I've seen some girls wearing jorts and these like kitten heel boots, and it just looks so cool but so chic. And the best ones I've seen are the kitten heel boots in a brown suede. oh my god, those are perfection. And another trend to segue onto that would be loafers and socks. So similar to the tights, you have loafers and colorful socks. I have worn my loafers with like bright red socks, and they're just so fun to add that little pop of color. So yeah, I think loafers are gonna stay. We've seen a lot of loafers, we've seen a lot of ballet flats, but I think even in these winter months, they will stay, they'll be present. People will just be wearing them with socks. So I quite like that. And I think, again, it's a nice, fun added detail, added color, a pop of color, another layer, just to make a more interesting outfit. I really, really like it. And yeah, and then like similar to that, I think, mules as well is also quite trending right now. I'm personally looking into buying some mules, but yeah, those are similar to, they're just the winter version of a Birkenstock, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think the Birkenstock and the mules and the ballet flats and the loafers, those are all going to stay. They're going to be around for a while. I definitely do not think that the like loafers are going to be a short trend. I think they're going to be quite a long cycle trend. I can't even read my handwriting. Okay, so, and then segueing into more of like accessories and stuff. So, two major trends that I'm seeing. The first one being belts. Now, I'm seeing a lot more people wearing belts outside their blazers to accentuate the waist. And again, I think it's very cool, it's very fun, but it adds to that masculine, feminine energy. So I think having a big, structured, padded shoulder with then a very cinched in waist with that belt, it balances that masculine and the feminine. It takes a powerful, strong shoulders and a teeny tiny waist. And I think playing with those proportions, playing with that, we saw a lot of that in Copenhagen Fashion Week, a lot of that in Paris Fashion Week. So yeah, I really like it. I really, and what I really like is the doubling up of the belts. So people are wearing 3 belts, 4 belts. They're getting thick, wide belts. I love it. I think it's so cool. And when I see the double belts or the triple belts, I will instantly, when I see that, I instantly think of Madeline White's Coachella outfit, because I still think about that outfit. It's fucking beautiful. And, you could argue that she is the early adapter of that trend, and she almost kicked the ball rolling. But yeah, I think it's a very cool girl trend to hop on. I think it's gonna be done in different ways. You have the more cinching of the blazer, the more elevated, or you're gonna have that like messy, grungy, just like but yeah, I really love it. I think it's a really cool trend. I think it's again another trend. Like the trends this season are just fun. They're just expressive. I think they're really cool. I love it. And then the last trend that I want to talk about today is bags. So we've seen a lot more of the bigger, slouchier bags this year. I think maybe heading into like spring, summer, we'll get back to the more structured bags, because we have seen more structured bags coming out of the runway. But again, they're bigger, so it's not like a small bag. But at the moment is big slouchy bags, especially like brown slouchy bags, So yeah, I mean, as someone who always has shit and will always have a big bag, I love this trend. I don't think I'll ever buy a small bag. Like, I have a couple of handbags, I have a couple of handbags, but most often than not, I'm wearing a big bag and I'm carrying a huge fucking bag with me, because I carry my life. I don't know why, but I just always need crap. I always like, I'm always gonna have a big bag. So I love this trend. I think it is so cool. I think I love when people are even wearing the big bags, but like as a clutch. So again, another kind of micro trend in that is clutch bags. I think a lot of people have been gravitating towards clutch bags, but that being said, they're using the big slouchy bags as clutches, which I have personally done as well. I think it's very cool. I think it's, I take my laptop bag, my long trunk laptop bag, but like I carry it as a clutch and I just feel so much cooler. I don't know why. So yeah, I really like it. I think it's really cool. It gives that Mary-Kate and Ashley, it gives Kate Moss, messy, slouchy, like not put together, but put together. I really love it. So yeah, I think we're gonna see an uptick of structured bags, but right now it is very much slouchy, grungy. We're definitely moving away. Like the consciousness of society has definitely moved away from the clean girl and is definitely embracing the messy girl, which I love because I finally feel seen. But yeah, definitely more messy, grungy, slouchy, and that's why we have a lot more slouchy bags, and the clutch bags are slouchy. Now, we do have, that being said, clutch bags are on an upward trend, but that doesn't mean it's only with slouchy bags. You do have structured clutch bags still, obviously, and those are trending. So if you're thinking about a Christmas outfit and you don't want to wear a big slouchy bag, obviously don't. If you're wearing a nice dress, like get a nice little clutch bag, a structured clutch bag. So yeah. Also coming out of that trend is long bags, just longer, whether it's a big slouchy bag or a clutch bag, they're just longer. The bags are getting longer. So, which is, again, for me, it's great because I can fit my water bottle in and I can fit an umbrella in. I don't carry around an umbrella when I wear handbags because they don't fit. In my big slouchy bags, obviously they fit. But if I'm going out for like dinner or going out on a date, I do tend to just take my small handbags. I don't need my whole life on a date. But it doesn't fit my umbrella. And that sucks. So there's that. Okay, so you guys, I think that is kind of it for now. Those are all the notes I have written down. Obviously, there is bound to be some more trends coming. I think we're in the need of a winter trend. I think this summer we had the Jet 2 holiday sound and we had all of that. So I think we're in desperate need of a winter soundtrack and a winter trend. So I think that will pop up. But I think that will be a micro trend. I think it will start on like December 2nd and be done by like December 27th kind of vibe. So I'll watch out for that and I can let you guys know. I'm so happy you guys are here. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for subscribing and following along with me. I truly, truly appreciate it. It is crazy. So you guys, so I think that is kind of it for me for today. That's all the trends that I've spotted for this winter 2025. Let me know in the comments below which trends that you like, which ones you might be hopping on, or yeah. But as usual, I'll see you guys next week. I love you. Thank you again. Bye.